Okay, toxicology. It is the study of finding out if someone was murdered through poisons or toxins. Um, the person who's credited with discovering it, even though he really didn't, he kind of found the idea and then added on to it, and he's the person people look back at when they think about who came up with it. And his name is Matthew Joseph Bonaventure Ophila. This lovely, attractive man. Don't worry, you're all gonna get a closer look at his face because I will have it passed around for you. Now, toxicology actually dates back thousands of years, all the way back to the Greeks and Romans, because they were the first ones who figured out how to cut someone open, detect if there was any poison in it. You know, a lot of people died back then. A lot of assassinations and stuff. Like I said though, Mr. Orfila, as I shall call him, wasn't the only person. There was another man, who before Orfila came up with something, and his name was Joseph Plenick, and he stated that the detection and identification of the poison in the organs of the deceased was the only true sign of poisoning. And then years later, Orfila came on to expand more into this subject. Okay. Toxicology is used mainly in murder cases when there's no obvious sign of how the person died. They do the autopsies, check for toxins like arsenic, stuff like that. They collect information and specimens. They look through the fluids and the organs, to detect the things that don't belong there. They document everything. They label everything. That's very important. They have to. They have to record the date of death, and they have to identify the results. Okay. But toxicology isn't only used in murder cases. They use it in some cases of rape, to find out if the victim had been drugged at all. Because that further would convict the rapist even more. It's bad enough when they commit it, but actually drugging, that's premeditated, all that stuff. There aren't really legal issues not that I found on this. The only things that I could find, the only issues were more morally and ethical, and that was, they have to respect the body of the person, obviously. I mean, if they were murdered, you want to respect that person. They have to present everything. If they take this to court, they can't hide anything. They have to, anything they find or anything they don't find, they have to tell. And they are responsible for everything they find. They can't just say, I didn't know that was there, when it was in their reports. Well, toxicology. It's important because, it's like kind of a last line of defense. Like, how is this person killed? We don't know. There's no evidence. So, yeah, that is toxicology.